Why is it important to have a bucket list? I know you may be thinking, I talk about having a bucket list and patching up the holes in our bucket list, but today is a very special Front Row Friday because I want to give you 3 reasons why you want to have a bucket list, 3 reasons why you want to continue to work and discipline yourself on those baby steps to get you closer to the front row, and then a bonus. So the first one is it gives you a sense of purpose. Every day you get to wake up and you get to see this vision, this goal you have, this thing you want to cross off your bucket list. So it gives you a sense of purpose. It gives you the why of why you do what you do. The second thing it does is it keeps you growing. You can't help but grow when you discipline yourself to do whatever it takes to get to that front row seat, to cross that thing off of your bucket list. My dad used to always say, when you're green, you grow, when you're ripe, you rot. So I don't ever want you to say that you've arrived. I want you to constantly be thinking of, well, what's next? And if you've accomplished so many things in your life, then maybe it's time to look at what is your legacy. How do you want to be an usher for other people so they can accomplish what's on their bucket list? And third, it's really good for your mental health. And our mental health is so important, especially after the last few years that we've all had. It's so important for us to feel good about who we are and what we're doing. But I have a bonus as to why it's so important to continue to discipline yourself to go for your dreams. You know the term unintended consequences. When you make a decision and you didn't realize that there are consequences to that decision. Well, the opposite of unintended consequences is serendipity. And what I love is that you have your goal, you have your bucket list, you have those things that you want to accomplish, you have your front row. And then what you don't realize is that on your way, you will start to meet other people or experience things that you didn't expect. It's like these unexpected little miracles that happen along the way that you never thought possible. And the reason why I'm having this as today's topic is because I had an unintended, positive, serendipitous thing that happened to me just last week. So you know that my goal, my bucket list is to speak fluent French. And that's always been my dream, my vision. My vision board always had an Eiffel Tower on it with a happy couple under it, which became a reality. But I go to France every year to practice, immerse myself in the French culture so I can work on my French. And my immersion training is coming up at the end of this month. But last week I was invited by the Prime Minister to come to Paris and see my husband's best friend get decorated with their highest honor, which is the Commander of the Legion of Honor that is decorated by the Prime Minister. And they've been doing this since Napoleon started this back in 1804, I believe. So it was a big deal. And of course, my husband wanted to be there, but due to his cancer, he cannot fly to Europe. So I went there to represent him. And it was an amazing experience. And I believe it's because my continual passion towards learning the French language and immersing myself in the French culture, I'm meeting more people. It's because of that, I believe, that I was invited by my husband's best friend to represent him. And it was a front row experience for sure. I want to show you a picture. There's the Prime Minister, Elizabeth Bourne, and this is my dear friend, my husband's best friend, Jean-Hervé Lorenzi. It was an amazing experience that I believe never would have happened had I not had on my bucket list to learn how to speak fluent French. So on this Front Row Friday, I want to encourage you to continually work towards your front row, continually have that passion and that vision of crossing things off your bucket list. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to discipline yourself every day to do those little things that you have to discipline yourself to do in order for eventually to have your bucket list come true, but it's so well worth it. It gives you a sense of purpose. It helps you grow. It's good for your mental health. And you have some serendipitous moments that wouldn't have happened had you not gone for it. So happy Front Row Friday and go for it.